And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another live stream. And we're back in the studio. After a brief hiatus away, we are back. And it is a huge, huge night in the Premier League's relegation battle. It is 18th against 19th in the Premier League at the King Power Stadium. If you'd have said this at the start of the season, not many would have predicted that Leicester City would have been in this situation. But they are, and this is how we are thinking of this game now. Not too long ago, this would have been a sort of mid-table clash. Now it's a relegation battle, and whoever loses tonight is in serious, deep trouble. Good to see people here already in the chat. Hog's here. Hog Diddy. Anderson, David, of course. Falafel's here as well. Lovely to be here. Sorry that took so long, by the way. I realised I set everything up for my stream apart from my mic. So I was going to come in and sound extremely sort of echoey. But luckily we're okay. And back and ready to rumble. Come on. And the elephant in the room. Liverpool won a football match again. Again? Hey? Hey? It's good time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. I am happy with the world. Let me just see if I can adjust this a little bit. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Liverpool winning games. There we go. It's fun. I enjoy it, especially after being 3-0 up and then getting it back to 3-3. And yeah, enjoyable. Enjoyable to say the least. Yeah, it certainly was, Falafel. It certainly was. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I had rather a few beveraginos, but we still won, eh? We still won. And yeah, I came home a very happy man. It sees Liverpool go up to fifth place, in the league. And yeah, they still have a very minute chance of getting into the top four, depending on other results, of course. Manchester United and Newcastle, the two teams that we realistically need to mess up. I don't see either of those teams messing up, but it's only important now for us to have a good end to the season, whether we finish 5th, whether we finished 8th, whether we finished 6th. Don't really care. As long as we finish the season positively, and I feel like we can do that, especially now with the sort of platform we've built for ourselves. It's good to see Curtis Jones on the score sheet. I'm sure a lot of you lads were thinking of me when that happened. I really hope you were anyway, because I certainly was. I was getting right up in my dad's face because he doesn't like Curtis Jones. And I was been like, look, this is what that boy can do. Brilliant ball from Trent. Great goal. Diaz back on the score sheet. And the most Stonewall penalty ever given by Paul Tierney, which it was given by Paul Tierney, to be fair. So that doesn't make it Stonewall. Then, obviously, they got back into it. It was a bit lazy, just a bit shocking, really. The whole atmosphere was a bit shocking as well. But does that matter anymore? No, not really, because Jota went up the other end and scored. So, happy days. But it's good to be back, eh? It is good to be back. The last time I saw you, we were watching Crystal Palace against West Ham. Hopefully, we can have as good a game tonight as we saw then. That 4-3 game that I watched with you guys back at home. It was amazing. It was fantastic. But let's have a look at the state of play at the bottom of the league. Southampton, 34 games, 24 points. They are pretty much gone. They have to win all 4 of their remaining games, and I don't see that happening. They've got Forest away next, which is huge. Next Monday, I will be live streaming that next Monday bank holiday. Southampton again got Fulham on Saturday. After that, Brighton away and Liverpool at home. I worry for them. If they have to win all 4 of those games, they're in trouble. With us being so inconsistent, you have a shout for 4th. Absolutely. Well, listen, I don't think we do, but it was a huge win for United on the weekend. If they had lost that game, or at least drop points. If they'd have lost or drawn, they'd have been in trouble. Hey, Josh, how are we doing? They'd have genuinely been in trouble, but that is a huge win. And it does sort of semi-help Liverpool anyway, because Villa were in and around in there. Sorry, state of play at the bottom. Everton then, 33 games played, 28 points earned. If they lose tonight, they will be still 2 points behind Nottingham Forest and Leeds, but having played the same games. And Everton's running is a little bit dodgy. They have next got Brighton, then Man City, then Wolves away, then Bournemouth at home. Realistically, I can't really see them getting anything out of the next 3 games after this. This is why tonight is so vitally important for them. Leicester Probably in the strongest position with the strongest squad as well, and they've probably got one of the better run-ins because of their games at home. Leicester, they've got Everton tonight, then Liverpool at home next Monday as well. Not next Monday, the Monday afterwards, and then West Ham at the 28th of May, the last game of the season at home. They've got Newcastle and Fulham away. I think they've got the quality to get out of this. We are all Leicester. Hey Georgia, Georgia's child, how are we? I saw the Paul Tierney Appreciation Society. Anyone interested in joining? I don't think anyone would, mate. Hey, Chris, how we doing? How are we all feeling? Chat Sports in as well. We all feeling Leicester tonight? We all feeling Leicester? I am. Leicester or Leeds, guys? I'm going to put a poll in the chat. How do I do that again? Yep, there we go. I'm going to do it before the game. Leicester or Leeds? Leicester or Everton? Because that was Leicester or Leeds last week, wasn't it? There we go. You got asked. We haven't even gone through the teams yet either, which is a bit shocking from me. So let me just get that up. Where are we? There we go. So, in goal for Everton, we'll start with the visitors. Jordan Pickford in goal. Seamus Coleman, Michael Keane, Tarkowski, and Mikalenko, the back four. Garner, Gay, and Doucouré in the midfield with the Iwobi, Calvert-Lewin, and McNeil up front for the Toffees. For Leicester, Daniel Iverson is in goal. Timothy Castagne, Wout Faes, Kailas Soyuncu, who's recently agreed a deal to join Atletico Madrid at the end of the season, and Luke Thomas, Boubakary Soumare, and Wilfred Ndidi in midfield with Tielemans, Maddison, and Barnes behind Jamie Vardy. So he gets a start tonight ahead of Patson Daka. On the bench, I mean, they've got plenty of options. Leicester, Harry Souttar, Victor Christiansen, Patson Daka himself, Dewsbury Hall, Non-Police Mendy, Dennis Pratt, and Tete. For Everton, Nathan Patterson, Onana, Gray, Mopai, Connor Cody, Ellis Sims, Tom Davis. So options are plenty for both sides. 2-1 Leicester, says Spencer. 3-2 Everton, says Amy. 3-1 Leicester, says David. I'm rooting for Everton because we all need a derby day. Well, Liverpool will always get a derby day against Man United. It is still a derby. It's not a local derby, but... Stories today that Leeds might sack Gracia before the end of the season. It's understandable considering how bad they've been in the last few weeks, defensively anyway. Defensively, they've been absolutely shocking, haven't they? They're so frustrating to watch, Leeds. Diablo Avocado says, I think this is the season Everton finally go down. I've been saying it for the last 2 or 3 years, to be honest, that I think they've been in genuine trouble. Ever since Ancelotti left the club. I mean, that's 2 seasons. So they've masked over the cracks for a long, long time now. And this is probably finally the time where it may just go to pot for them, unfortunately for them. Being honest, as a Red, I'm buzzing. I've got no affiliation with Everton whatsoever, and to be honest, I'm slightly rooting for Leicester so they can go down. I have said 1-0 Leicester this evening, as several people have alluded to in the chat. I think it's going to be interesting. So I think it's going to be tight, and Leicester seem to always miss chances. But one good thing is Jamie Vardy back on the score sheet on last weekend against Leeds United. That was a huge, huge bonus for them. If they can get Vardy firing for these last 4 games, he can not only win them he's won them the Premier League, he won them the FA Cup. He's got them done. He's done so well with them in the Champions League. If he can keep them in the Premier League again, it would be marvellous for Leicester City. I sort of want them to go down just because they've got so many good players that I think some clubs may have. But Vardy, I mean, this season, that was only his 2nd Premier League goal in 32. I know he's had his injuries, but in previous seasons, 15, 23, 18, 20, 13, 24, and then 5 back in 2014-15. If Vardy can get 3 more goals this season, I tell you what, he'd be very interesting, and he would take that, I think. Big game for Maddison, says Chat Sport. It certainly is. 3-0 Leicester, says Chris as well. Meslier is leaving Leeds at the end of the season. Doesn't surprise me. I think a lot of players will. even if they stay up or go down. But the way that Leeds are going, they look like they're heading straight for the drop, to be honest. I've changed my mind about a million times, but I always said at the start of the season, Southampton, Everton and Bournemouth. To get 2 out of 3, I think is quite good. I think Bournemouth are pretty much mathematically safe now. Or if there's a draw tonight, they'll be mathematically safe, I believe, or close to anyway. So there's certainly no worries for Bournemouth. I think 39 points is plentiful, as they went level on points with Chelsea, of course, on the weekend. Chelsea have got Arsenal tomorrow away from home, so that'll be live right here on the channel. And then they've got Bournemouth away on the weekend, so it could all come tumbling down. Chelsea, honestly, I struggle to see where they get many points for the rest of the season. They've got Arsenal away, Bournemouth away, Forest at home, which I think they'll probably win. Chelsea at home, United away, City away, United away, and Newcastle home. They got a really worrying end to the season, Chelsea. So, comfortable win for Leicester tonight, 3-0, I think, with Everton offering nothing. So, Jim Ratcliffe, not all heroes wear capes, says Shane. I'm keeping my lips pursed and about Manchester United's ownership. I know nothing, and I to be honest, I don't know much about it anyway, and I want to leave Man United fans to do the talking on that, because I'm in no place to lecture them on anything. Do I support Liverpool? I do, Georgia's child. Dean Smith, though, he's had a positive impact at Leicester, albeit it doesn't seem it with the points total that he's accrued so far. The one win coming against, of course, Wolverhampton Wanderers, but they were unfortunate against Manchester City away from home. They actually beat Man City on XG and lost 3-1. And then the draw last week against Leeds, yes, they were losing for a long, long time, but they were the better team by quite a way. And then going on from that, they've got, for the rest of this season, they've got quite favourable fixtures, as I said, at home. I would back them to stay in the Premier League. But in an ideal world, I would quite like Leicester and Everton to go down, just because they're probably the two clubs with the most talent out of the four. So, it's a concern for all four teams in there. Southampton, for me, are done and dusted. Everton, Leicester, Nottingham Forest and Leeds are the ones that have to worry. Leeds especially, they look absolutely awful at the moment. So they've got the worst defence in the Premier League now, confirmed. More goals conceded than Bournemouth, although they've scored 9 more than the Cherries. They look awful at the moment. Let's have a look at their last 8 games. 4-2 win against Wolves, 4-1 loss against Arsenal, 2-1 win against Forest, 5-1 loss against Palace, 6-1 loss against Liverpool, 2-1 loss against Leeds, a 1-1 draw with Leicester, and a 4-1 loss to Bournemouth. They're getting consummately battered. Battered. Big up, Cedric. How are we doing, my friend? Good to see you. Reports say it's Ratman, but it's been. You think it's on? It's going to be Qatar. Would you turn down $5 billion for something worth 2.7? I don't know. Man City will win it all. Well, we will be live next week for the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. I believe Manchester City are playing on the Tuesday, and then it's the other semi-final between the two Milan clubs on the Wednesday, I believe. So that's going to be intriguing. And honestly, I can't wait for that semi-final. Those two semi-finals, in fact, they are going to be so big. And I genuinely think I back Real Madrid in one way, but in heritage ways. But I think it'll play into City's advantage that they're a home second. They've, of course, City have got the treble that they very much are on to win. Is he half-time show? I certainly can ask her. She's downstairs at the moment, but I will, when she comes upstairs, I will ask her. Man City will win it all, says Amy. Do you guys think that Man City will win the treble? Let me know in the chat. I would be absolutely sound with them winning the FA Cup and Premier League, but I just have a feeling they'll win the Champions League now. City are hitting form at a perfect time. When was the last time they didn't win a game? Like, seriously. I look back. When was the last time they didn't win? A draw against Leipzig, which didn't matter. A draw against Forest. They lost to Spurs, I suppose, yeah. But then they went and beat City, so beat Arsenal. So there's not many games. this year, in the calendar year. Oh, to be fair, they lost to United, didn't they? I forgot about that. They lost to Southampton in the EFL Cup. They drew with Everton on New Year's Eve. But they're hitting form at the right time. You know, Fulham win, Arsenal win, Sheffield United win, Bayern won over 2 legs, beat Leicester, beat Southampton, beat Burnley, beat Liverpool, beat Leipzig over 2 legs, 8-1, beat Palace, beat Newcastle, beat Bristol City, beat Bournemouth, beat Arsenal, beat Aston Villa. So that's going all the way back to the 12th of February. They've gone nearly 2.5 months without winning, without losing a game. So doing well. Do you want Everton to go down? I do, Cedric, I think. I do. We'll beat them in the FA Cup final. We are their bogey team. You probably are, but I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. I wish I could. If it was the FA Cup final was at Old Trafford, then maybe. What a huge, huge night for both teams, though. A huge, huge night for both teams. And any of you guys play Monopoly Go, lads? I think I've become addicted, which isn't great when you've got a week of deadlines left, but I bloody love it, lads. Get Monopoly Go. Get Monopoly Go, guys. It's got to be done, right? It's got to be done. Klopp has a hamstring injury. Yeah, I saw that. That was so funny. I don't really like what he did to the official, to be fair. I shouldn't go and celebrate in someone's face like that. But, yeah, what a goal, what a moment. And, of course, pulling his hamstring is just a something to add on to it, isn't it? So, yeah, the rest of this season, I'm just having a look through. There's so many games. I will be doing, I think I'll be doing Liverpool v Fulham on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, of course, Brighton against Manchester United in the Premier League. Saturday, I will be live for Liverpool against Brentford in the Premier League. And on Sunday, I will be doing West Ham against Manchester United. So much content. Then on Monday, we got Brighton v Everton. And I'll probably be doing probably only doing one games that day. I'll probably do Brighton v Everton. Look, there's so much content coming your way, guys. It's going to be incredible. Then the Champions League, and then Europa League semi-finals as well. So much coming up. Will there be a CL place if City win it? And what happens about the FA Cup Europa place? There won't be a 5th Champions League place. The only way that happens is if a club outside of the top 4 wins the Champions League. So that won't kick it down. But the Europa place will go down in the league. So it'll mean that 6th place will get a Europa League place. So 5th and 6th will be in the Europa League. And I think 7th is Conference League, and that's it. When does the game start? The game starts in 9 minutes, and we will close the poll. So if you haven't voted in the poll, please do. Leicester 71% leading in that poll between Leicester and Everton. Well, can they win 7-2 tonight? So yeah, as I say, so much more Premier League content left. So much more Champions League content left. No one interested in the snooker? No, but I did see Mark Selby made a century yesterday. Not a century, a maximum break. So, let's have a look at the score line, shall we? Brissell is only 2 frames away from winning. So I ain't doing a snooker watch along, lads. It can't be done. He's only 2 away from winning, though, Brissell. I do love the snooker. I love playing snooker. I like Mark Selby, though. Who wins those two spots for Europa? I say Brighton and Liverpool. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's not going to be Spurs. Like, I think Brighton, because they've got 3 games to hand, they could go to 61 points after playing the same amount of games as Spurs. Or 58 points, but playing the same games as Liverpool. And I think they'll beat Man United. I seriously do think they will on Thursday. because at home Brighton just seem to dominate teams, and I just think there's no chance. They were unlucky, I think, to not beat them in the semi-finals. So I think they'll beat Man United. I think they'll beat Everton. I don't think they'll beat Arsenal. I don't think they'll beat Newcastle. But then I do think they'll go on for the last few games. We've got Newcastle away, Southampton at home. They'll win. Man City at home. I genuinely think they might win it. And Aston Villa away is going to be such a tight game. Hi Liz, how are we doing? Good to see you. This is Leicester's only ever second ever Monday night football game. I love that. That's an incredible stat. What was their last one? I hope Brissell wins because he's never won a championship before. Fair play, fair play. Snooker is pretty fun. I also think they'll beat United as a United fan. Fair play. Yeah, I think they'll be fine, Brighton. They've got so much quality, and I think they'll win one of those games. I think they've got something about them, you know. Like, seriously, a real top quality outfit. And I just love watching them play. I adored, what was the game? It was, the Wolves game the other day. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Last time out, Everton won 2-1 away from home at Leicester. Mikalenko and Holgate scored the goals. Last time at this stadium, and that was last season under Frank Lampard. Will it occur again under Sean Dyche? It's a different man in the dugout in both teams. Hey Liz, how we doing? Good to see you. Was there a hurricane? Shit, you alright? Hopefully you're okay. Oh, not a hurricane. No, fair enough. Good to see we are all good. We are awful away against Brighton. Amazing at home equals massive L. To be fair, yeah. So Brighton have 7 games remaining. They're obviously competing for those 21 points. If they win all 7, they go up to 73. That, I think, gets them probably... it doesn't get them top 4, does it now? It probably doesn't, looking at it. But then if they beat Manchester United and Newcastle, then that limits their game. It's hard. I don't see them winning all 7 of their games, but I think there's definitely achievable for them to get top 6. I worry for Villa in this situation whether they can regain their form that they were in, because they've got a difficult run in. They go to Wolves, they've then got Spurs at home, they've then got Liverpool away, and then Brighton at home. I don't know. It's such an intriguing end to the season. Okay. So Leicester's record in 2023. No clean sheets so far for Leicester. So I've been a bit ambitious with a 1-0. They've scored first in 1 and conceded first in 15. So Leicester are in trouble a little bit. But they have still got some incredibly quality, Champions League quality players in Yuri Tielemans especially. James Maddison, Jamie Vardy still has it. Soyuncu's going to Atletico Madrid. So, guys, what we're going to do... So, yeah, what's everyone wanting to do for half-time with Izzy, then? What are we thinking for half-time? Usual Q&A season with Izzy, or what are we doing? But anyway, the players are in the tunnel. Let's end this poll. Villa are about as much use as a wet tissue. They've won a lot of games, though. So the end of the poll. Leicester 72%, Everton 28%. So between these two managers in the last 6 games, 1-2, drawn 2, lost 2. So it's pretty even between Dean Smith and Sean Dyche. I think this is probably one of the first times that Dean Smith's side have been the favourite against Sean Dyche. Of course, he took a charge of Villa against Burnley several times. And we will go through the lineup once more, chat sport. So don't you worry about that. You'll get your lineup fixes. But if you scroll back far enough in the chat, David did put them in, as he always does so kindly. And anyway, Leicester City. There is Dom Calvert-Lewin. A lot will be relying on him, but he hasn't produced the goods for Everton this season. But Leicester City, they are in serious danger if they don't win tonight of going down, even though they've probably got the best squad out of all 4 of the players. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, though, I was just wanting to check how many goals he's got in the Premier League this season. 1 in 13. Had a really difficult spell with injuries the last couple of seasons. 16 goals in the Premier League in 2020 to 21. 13 in 36 in 2019-20. But let's go through the teams once more. Leicester City. Daniel Everton is the man in goal. Still preferred over Danny Ward. Timothy Castagne, Wout Faes, Kayla Soyuncu, of course, and Luke Thomas is the back 4. Soyuncu had a tough time under Rodgers, but now Tielemans, Ndidi and Soumare are the 3 in midfield, with Maddison, Vardy and Barnes the strikers. 3 Englishmen and 3 who are looking to terrorise this Everton back 4. On the bench, Patson Daka, Keane and Dewsbury Hall, Nampalys Mendy, Dennis Pratt and Tete provide most of the options. For Everton, in goal, of course, Jordan Pickford signed a new deal earlier on this season, but it is thought that he might leave the club if they do get relegated, which is still a distinct possibility. Seamus Coleman, Michael Keane, James Tarkowski and Vitaly Mykolenko make up the back 4. Michael Keane, of course, scored an equaliser there last Monday Night Football. Alex Iwobi, Garner, Gay, Doucouré and McNeil, that's James Garner and Idrissa Garner Gay, are in behind Calvert-Lewin in that typical Sean Dyche, pack the midfield 4-5-1. On the bench for Everton, Andre Onana is probably the star name, with Damari Gray, Tom Davis, Ellis Sims, Neil Mopai, Connor Cody and Nathan Patterson filling it up. But anyway, good to see you, Nick Nack. How are we doing? And we are ready to rumble. Leicester in entire blue uniform. Everton has pink socks on. Yeah, Everton wearing their pink kit. Oh, hay fever's not great, man. I'm luckily okay, but my parents suffer it with it quite bad. And there he is, Jamie Vardy, handed a start by Dean Smith. He's going to be so important tonight for Leicester City. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's not scored in his last 10 previous appearances against Leicester. It does mean you have to... Well, you can keep the snooker on and just listen to me if you want. If you genuinely want to watch... Unless you don't want to watch this game. Or if you do. But there's Philbert Fox. Hello, Philbert Fox. It's weird. It is like going back in time. Seeing Craig Shakespeare on the sidelines for Leicester City yet again. Of course, was the assistant under Claudio Ranieri. And then managed the club. I'm not a massive honey man, so I couldn't do that, but... Anyway. So close to kickoff now. Leicester City are the team. It will be in the ascendancy. 3 subs every time Vardy scores. I don't quite think so, Nick Nack. Unless you're giving them. I won't be giving them. But anyway... Everton against Leicester City. Leicester will get us underway here at the King Power Stadium. How important could this game be for the rest of the Premier League season? We are going to find out in due course. And let's get going. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. I've been looking forward to this stream all day. And Wout Faes launches it towards Harvey Barnes. It's taken down by Calvert-Lewin. It's well driven down by Soumare, though, for Leicester. Leicester now... already in the ascendancy, but Soumare wins it back and plays it into Wout Faes. Soyuncu now. Agreed to deal with Atletico Madrid as well. Obviously fell out a little bit with Brendan Rodgers. Didn't really play too often in his last campaign here, Carlos Soyuncu. Obviously very made famous after replacing Harry Maguire in the team, basically. Played in behind towards Vardy. Can he get there? No. Pickford sees it out, though. It's already... That's the way to get the most out of Jamie Vardy, is to get him in behind. And Harvey Barnes found him quite easily. Just a little overhit with a pass. Pickford plays it short into Michael Keane now for Everton. headed away, and it'll be a throw-in. And yeah, all of the perks for the memberships will be starting after I finish university, ladies and gentlemen. But I did make some very good progress this weekend. So we are on course to hit the big deadline on Tuesday the 9th. That's the biggest deadline out of all of them. Over the top for Calvert-Lewin. It's a good header down. It's a really good piece of interception. Oh, that's a shock of a pass, though. No one gave Leicester any shouts, but it's well won in the end by Castagna. Idrissa Gana gave wide to Iwobi. Iwobi away by Fies, and now Vardy. Hey, Shide, how we doing? Sumare. That's a foul. It's a free kick to Leicester. Hey, Azadine, good to see you. Yeah, we're on course for the big deadline submission, baby. It's always great to see returning people come into the chat. I love it. I love that. It's what I really, really do this for. Since when did Everton pay in ping? And since now, my friend. Feist over the top. And cleared away this time by Mykolenko. It's towards Calvert-Lewin, but Feist gets it away, and it's a good piece of play from Wilfred Ndidi, who's truly fallen off a cliff a bit this season. And Tielemans nutmegs. Brilliant bit of work from Tielemans, and he goes with the crossfield pass to Harvey Barnes. Barnes. And hoisted away. I'm not a Leicester fan, David, but I hope Leicester. I hope Leicester stay up as well. Of course, I remember my 2 accounts. Your 20 accounts. My 2 accounts. Your 20 accounts, Joshy boy. Got my glasses on now, lads. Harvey Barnes in behind for Vardy. And he has to put out play. He is offside. Michael Oliver's the referee tonight. I'd be pretty in pink. Oh, there was a little appeal for a penalty. I don't think there's much James Garner could have done about it. It was a cross in by Sumare. Yeah, nah. Kojak thinks Leicester will stay up. Hey, Sue, how are we doing? Good to see you. Are you a Liverpool fan or an Everton fan? Jordan Pickford will launch it forward this time for the Toffees, and looks wide for Calvert-Lewin, who's shoved to the ground, but it's no foul. Here's Soyuncu. Back to Pickford, who clears. Lucas has gone into hiding. Oh, bless Lucas, man. Hoisted away by Mykolenko. Oh, by Mykolenko, by Castagna, in fact. He's gone out of play for an Everton throw-in. Calvert-Lewin's just holding his midriff. Michelle wants Everton to win. Susan's a red. Good to see. Good to see. Michelle wants Everton to win. I think there's going to be... It's pretty 50-50, to be honest. I think Everton are a obviously extremely highly respected football club. The second longest time in a top flight. That's a shot, and it's deflected wide for a corner from Seamus Coleman. Obviously, the second longest club in terms of sustaining in the top flight. Arsenal are the longest, of course, but contrary to popular opinion, they have been relegated. They were relegated before. So Arsenal were, and Everton have been, but this would be the real end of an era if Everton were to get relegated this season. James Garner will take this corner for Everton now. He's got a man shorted McNeil. But instead, he's going to look. I think he's going to look to cross it in deep towards Calvert-Lewin or Tarkowski. This is where Everton make their money. It's going to be well headed away at the near post by Leicester, and it's brought down. It's given away though. Garner into McNeil. Will he try and get the cross in? He will. Headed away, and it's going to go for another corner for Leicester City. For Everton, sorry, and it came off Yuri Tielemans. This is where Everton, as I say, this is where they make their dough. Sean Dyche applauds. Of course, on Saturday, we saw 3 goals from corners from West Ham United. Will it be the same today from Everton? Will they threaten from corners too? As David has said, please like the video. And as Liz has said, share the stream and tag a friend. The best place to be for all your football content. We're live almost every day. Idrissa Gueye, and it's well over the bar from Everton. He couldn't quite keep it down. The 1950-51 season Everton last got relegated. So that is 73 years ago. Will I do Leeds v Man City? No. I will do... Hello, Louis. How are we? Will I do Leeds v Man City? Absolutely not. I'm doing Liverpool-Fulham that night. If I can get a stream, which I think I'll be able to. But it's going to be a huge game for Leeds United. It really is. It is. It's the best treadmill entertainment. And tell me where you're watching from. If you are watching in a peculiar place. Or if you're watching from your sofa. Or from your bed. Launch towards Calvert-Lewin. Going to be cleared away well. And hoisted again. Calvert-Lewin brings it down, but it's well intercepted by Soumare and again by Luke Thomas. Thomas launches it towards Jamie Vardy, who brings it down, but the touch is just too far. And Tarkowski swooped around for Pickford to launch clear. Calvert-Lewin can't win the header against Wout Faes. Indeed, he brings it down well. Well intercepted by Abdoulaye Doucouré. Doucouré for Everton. Doucouré still. And he's found Iwobi. Oh, what a save! That's one of the saves of one of the best saves I've seen in recent memory. Daniel Everton has denied Alex Iwobi going in the opposite direction. It's a brilliant piece of goalkeeping. It all came from, I think it's in his eye line to be fair, but it's still a very, very good save and a difficult one to make. But Everton makes it. And Leicester are staying at 0-0 thanks to the Dane. Iwobi really unlucky there. And Everton in the ascendancy. Another corner, this time from McNeil. Towards the back post. Tarkowski's there. He wins the header well. Is it going to be a chance? An overhead kick. It's a scramble. Calvert-Lewin. Back out to Garner. Towards Tarkowski. And it's well seen out by Soyuncu and Leicester. Did I think Jota should have been sent off? No. Because of the stooping of the head from Ollie Skip. That is why he shouldn't have been sent off. If Skip was standing up straight and Jota's foot was in his face, that's a red card. But you could see Jota got the ball first. There is enough reasons to not give it than there are to give it. For me, I don't think it was a red card, but I still might be clouded a little bit, and I can't give you a proper answer. But for me, seriously, even if it was the other way round, I would have said it would be a bit harsh. And it's actually in the rule book, it's an offence. It's an offence to actually duck into a challenge like that. So that's why I don't think Paul Tierney gave that. It's endangering the opponent. And if you're endangering yourself by endangering your opponent, that's still a yellow card offence. So either way, it could have been proven wrong. It's like, for example, if someone laid down on the floor next to the ball. Oh, it's flicked on. It's a chance. Tarkowski. It's hooked away. Now Idrissa Gueye. Yusuf, Man United. Man United hold our beer. Chipped forward. Yeah, Skip should have... I think Skip, again, I wouldn't have given it a red. I think... We're really... I hate microanalyzing and I hate freeze framing. Because freeze framing always makes things look far worse. To be fair, though, Skip did duck Nick-Nack. He did duck. If you look at it again, if he didn't duck... then he would still be okay. Who do I think will win? I'm going to say Leicester. I've said 1-0 as my prediction, but... What was my reaction? Oh my God, yeah. If there was a camera on me yesterday, I was on one, because I had a few Guinnesses anyway. But oh my God, everyone around it was getting a cuddle. It was unbelievable. It's flicked on, and it's Coleman, and it's well intercepted by Wout Faes in the end. And Didi into Tielemans, and Soumare gets there first. It was a bit of a hospital pass, and Maddison's done well, and that's surely a free kick. It's been brought back for the foul on Boubakary Soumare, and I would be surprised if this wasn't given as a yellow card from Michael Oliver. Idrissa Gana Gueye, a little over the top and overzealous there. Mickey boy, how are we? I've said 1-0, Amy, as my prediction, but what do you think? That's more important than what I think. Here's Soyuncu into George Thomas. Luke Thomas, sorry. George Thomas was someone I knew from school. In behind for Vardy, and Vardy gets there. Jamie Vardy for Leicester. Looks for the pass. He finds the pass. Maddison! Easy for Pickford in the end. He probably could have found, I think it was Harvey Barnes. No, it wasn't. It must have been Castagna? Vardy would have been touch and go for the offside or onside. I think it was Castagna running in. I think he should have found him, to be honest, Maddison. Nice to see you, Abu. How are we? Good to see you. And if you are new here, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It helps out incredibly well. Played back, and it's well intercepted in the end by Everton. Doucouré. And now Keane wide into Coleman. Now Iwobi taking on his man. Iwobi. Across for Calvert-Lewin, and it's hooked away. Good to see new people in the chat as always. Join the family. It's the greatest family on YouTube. I would say that because I'm biased, but I think everyone would say that if it was on that. The greatest family on YouTube by a country mile. It's played back now to Seamus Coleman. In behind for Calvert-Lewin on the turn, and that's gonna be an interesting one. McNeil anyway. McNeil is offside. Is he given a penalty here? Michael Oliver, I think he has. It's a penalty to Everton. Castagna brought Calvert-Lewin down. For me, it's 50-50. Oh, that's soft. That's so soft. That is incredibly soft from Calvert-Lewin. But it's a penalty. Oh, to be fair, it was a shove. I think that's interesting. For me, that's very soft. But he did. It's a push in the back with two hands, so I suppose he has to give it there, Michael Oliver. But it is Calvert-Lewin who's going to step up here for Everton, and this would make things a lot more interesting than they first were perceived. Calvert-Lewin has scored 3 out of his last 4 penalties. And Everton have the chance to take the lead at the King Power Stadium. Leicester have gone behind in 13 of their last 14 league games. Will it be the same here? Calvert-Lewin against Daniel Iversen. It's a short run-up from Calvert-Lewin. Takes it and scores. Everton lead. And it is only his second Premier League goal of the season. But how important may that well be for Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Everton lead at Leicester. Everton lead at Leicester. Intriguing. It's a good penalty from Dom Calvert-Lewin, and Daniel Iversen had absolutely no chance. Right in the roof of the net. He went the right way, but it didn't matter. Spencer. It's a good penalty that from Calvert-Lewin. I think it's a little soft. It's a little soft. I think if it wasn't given, it wouldn't get turned over. I don't know, Nick Naxi. I'd be intrigued if these two teams draw tonight. That for me makes it so interesting. But it's hoisted over to Calvert-Lewin, who's beaten Wout Faes to the ball and won himself a corner. Really good from Calvert-Lewin. An Everton lead. This is intriguing. This is intriguing. How do Dean Smith and Leicester, how do they respond to this? It's not a corner, it's a throw-in, in fact. Coleman will take it. Coleman. Launched towards Iwobi, but headed away well by Wilfried Ndidi. It's so intriguing. Coleman with a throw to Gay. And Coleman. Still. And still Coleman. Gets the ball across. Headed away well this time by Soyuncu. Everton have been right on the offensive from the start. From minute one. It's played off Timothy Castagna. This from Luke Thomas. It's another throw-in. See, if it throws Everton all the way up to 16th. Here's Soumare. And it's well challenged, and Iwobi on the ball now for Everton. Alex Iwobi in behind for Calvert-Lewin, and he wins a corner. He's looking dangerous, Dom Calvert-Lewin, back to his best. And Everton are threatening for another here. Set pieces. Realistically, even if they lose, even if they win this game tonight, Everton are still in trouble. But every point counts. McNeil's corner is right to the back post for Tarkowski, and it's headed just behind. It's Michael Keane, in fact, who got there first. See, I worry exponentially for Leeds United. Hello. Are you good for half-time show?
How many minutes?
At about 25-30 minutes. Izzy's coming on at half-time, guys. Lucky you. Will I be streaming the Liverpool v Fulham match? I will bloody hope I will be. I'll see if I can get a stream. Thomas wins himself a throw, though, for Leicester. But Everton lead. It's not something I ever thought I'd be saying tonight. But they do. And they've dominated Leicester here. Thomas towards Vardy. Can't find him. Their only outlet is Vardy, Leicester. Played well towards McNeil, who holds the ball up. And it's an offside flag anyway against Abdoulaye Doucouré. Everton, 8 shots in the first 19 minutes. Here's Thomas. Into Kayla Soyuncu for Leicester. Can they build now? They need to build. Oh, so slow, Yuri Tielemans. He let the ball go and he just had the turning circle of a lorry there, the Belgian. Seamus Coleman's not happy about something. Flicked on and Wout Faes brings it down. Doucouré gets in there though, and they seem to want it more here, Everton. It's a good turn. And now Soyuncu. Into Luke Thomas. Barnes on the turn. He's the danger man. He's got double figures in goals this season for Leicester. Ndidi. Now Soyuncu back to Thomas. Soumare. Ndidi. Goes cross-field. It looks a bit far for Castagna, but he can get there. He's hooked it back in towards Vardy. He isn't going to win a header against Michael Keane. Indeed, he tries to win the second ball, but it's going to be got away here by McNeil. McNeil now wide. Faes gets there first. Tielemans turns and does really well here, Yuri Tielemans. Still Tielemans. It's a good challenge. It's not. It's a free kick for Leicester City. It's not good. It's not great at the moment. It's going to be a free kick now. Maddison will hoist into the box. Will Leicester City get anything from this? It's not a bad ball. It's come all the way through to Harvey Barnes. Barnes with a cross. Feist with a header. Soyuncu! Oh, it's got in! And Everton, their lead did not last long. Kailas Soyuncu, the man who's leaving Leicester at the end of the season, is the man who's equalised here at the King Power Stadium, and it's very much against the rung of play here. It really is. It's a good finish. He's had to do so much there, Kailas Soyuncu. I'm going to have a look at this. Is there any hint of offside? Barnes got the ball back across. Wout Feist's header, and Soyuncu is well onside and makes it 1-1. We have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We really do. We really have a game on our hands. What a good header across by Wout Feist. And Soyuncu squeezes it in. Gets there ahead of Seamus Coleman. A deflection and takes it past Jordan Pickford. And it's 1-1. That's a huge goal for Dean Smith and Leicester City. Now can that ignite their game now? Played wide to Iwobi though. And now here goes Everton. Calvert-Lewin on the right hand side. With a cross and headed by Way. And Jen has donated. Thank you so much, Jen. You absolute bloody legend. I love you. I bloody love you. Love you, Jen. Your hero. Thank you so much. Coleman, though, to Iwobi. Jen, you absolute friggin' legend. And Garner gets the ball across, and it's going to go for a corner to Everton now. It's all action in this game here at the King Power Stadium. If you are enjoying this, please make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe. All that stuff. All that good bloody stuff, lads. Jen, LFC, won't you come and put it down on me? Soyuncu's first goal in nearly 2 years. Crossed in by McNeil. And there is Daniel Everton for Leicester. Now, can they counter-attack? No. This season's mental. This relegation battle's nuts. Here's Soyuncu. To Thomas. Back to Soyuncu. Oh, it's a poor touch. He's just about got it ahead of McNeil. Soyuncu towards Vardy. It's well won in the end by Tarkowski and flicked away once more. Tielemans into Soumare. And Leicester City can build from the back once more. Castagna into Tielemans. The Belgian teammates. Soumare. Vardy. Maddison. Soumare driving forward. It's a good interception, that. Really good interception by Everton. I think it was Dom Calvert-Lewin actually getting the interception. It wasn't. In fact, it was Dwight McNeil. So now to James Garner. Wide for Coleman. Gets the cross in and headed away firmly by Kailas Soyuncu. And once more won by Michael Keane. Coleman further forward, but to no avail. And there's Daniel Everton for Leicester City. It's Dean Smith's third managerial job in the Premier League after, of course, Aston Villa. And then Norwich City last season. Was sacked by Norwich City this season. Replaced by David Wagner, but obviously they don't look like coming up either. They lost 2-0 at West Bromwich Albion. In fact, I don't think they're mathematically able to. Everton under pressure, but he clears away. Looking for Vardy. And it's chested well by Soumare, but I think it's an offside flag against Jamie Vardy. It is. If you haven't already hit that like button and subscribed, please do. Please do, lads. It's going to be hoisted forward now by Jordan Pickford. And there's a pink shirt. I was about to say a blue shirt. A pink shirt in the box for Everton, but headed away well. Again, cleared away. McNeil. Still McNeil. Well intercepted. Coleman. Now Seamus Coleman again. Back to Iwobi. Iwobi's actually gone for the shot. I think it was actually deliberate there. He looked. I think it was a shot because he saw Daniel Everton off his line. Wasn't far away. I quite like that. I think that was deliberate. I like that. I might be giving him too much credit there. Well won. Ghana under pressure. Coleman. Iwobi. Iwobi again looking for Doucouré. And Everton's come out. It wasn't convincing by the Leicester goalkeeper, but I think if they go down or if they stay up, I think a goalkeeper is probably the biggest source of investment they need. Here is Wout Faes for Leicester City. 27 minutes ticked by on this exceptional game of football so far. Ghana Gay intercepts well, though. Mikalenko. Wolfsburg women not score late in the second half of extra time to knock Arsenal women out of the Champions League. A brilliant achievement, though, from Arsenal women, selling out the Emirates Stadium. What an advert for women's football. It's great that we're at that point now. McNeil blasts over the bar. I think the success of the Lionesses have really helped as well. But women's football is really on the rise in England and in the UK in general. I think it deserves a lot more coverage than it gets, which is why I'm really happy that Sky showing the WSL, and yeah, it's brilliant to see, man. I think the product still needs to work on, but that it's only going to get better the more they play. Let's not forget women were banned from playing football for 50 years. Like, they are going to have time to catch up. The standard gets better, which means the more the standard improves, the product improves, there's more coverage, which will mean that crowds go up. That's just the way it is. So yeah, I don't particularly watch women's football myself, but I know that I will do in the future because the standard of the product is getting so much better now. Here's Castagna. Into Madison. Barnes, he tries to lay off to Madison again. He can't do so. Going to be played away now. What midfielders do we think that we will get? Maybe ask Izzy that at half-time, Zaid. But I think realistically, we're looking at 2 midfielders. Maybe 3. Manuel Ugarte seems to be one that's almost definitely going to happen. I would not be averse to someone like James Ward-Prowse. In the UK, women were banned from playing for 50 years. I can't remember. I think it was 1912 to 1960 something. It was awful, man. There's a reason why. It would be as good. Played to Soyuncu. Now Wout Faes. I would like Ugarte and I'm not too sure. Really. I love Barella. I would adore Barella, but I don't see it purely because I don't know what price Inter Milan would be demanded, but he'd be the one for me if I could pick anyone apart from the obvious. We all know the obvious man that I don't want to mention. I'm tired of that man. Michael Keane chips out of play, and it is a throw-in to Leicester City. Luke Thomas will take it, and we don't need 4 midfielders, guys. We do not need 4. I think 3 is probably the maximum we can get. Here's Maddison with the shot, and it's a really good bit of movement from James Maddison. It's a good block. Yeah, I think 3 midfielders max. Probably 2. I think, because Bajcetic and Morton are like pretty much bona fide going to be part of the team next season. And I'm absolutely okay with Bajcetic being a part of it. And I like Tyler Morton when he played for us, so I hope that he will be as good as he was. And he's played a lot of football with Blackburn Rovers. And I think Curtis Jones has already established himself now as part of next season. Here's Harvey Barnes. Soyuncu, good turn. Maddison. Well intercepted by Tielemans, but here go Everton bursting forward into Alex Iwobi. Still Iwobi. Intercepted well, and now Maddison through for Jamie Vardy, and this is only going to end in one way. Jamie Vardy for Leicester, 2-1. Big men score big goals, and Jamie Vardy consistently has done it over the years. He might be reaching the twilight of his career, but oh well, Jamie Vardy. You tell him to stop, because he won't. He saved the point at Leeds last week. He's given Leicester the lead this week. Unbelievable. Maddison to Vardy yet again. Leicester 2, Everton 1. There was only one outcome when he was running through on Jordan Pickford's goal. The confidence he gained from winning the penalty against Wolves, from scoring the goal against Leeds, and now he scored one today. Jamie Vardy for Leicester City, as always, so clinical. And Everton, the carelessness of Alex Iwobi, the speed of Vardy to get away from Keane, and the ease of the finish was just perfection. It was just perfection from Jamie Vardy. And Dean Smith explodes in emotion. 2-1 Leicester. This game's not done yet. Nick Knack is gifted. He was like, a goal, everyone. Thank you so much. And Hog has got his membership. So well done, my friend. Congratulations. Hey, Lucas, how we doing? My goodness me, Jamie Vardy. Fair play to Nick Knack. A man of their word. A woman of their word. A person of their word. No genders assumed here. Yeah, Barella would be amazing. American Cop has been gifted a membership by Jen as well. Welcome to the family, American Cop. Go and subscribe to those guys. Here's Calvert-Lewin. And he's won a corner for Everton. Congratulations and welcome to the family. Everton now trailing to Leicester City 2-1 after being ahead so early on. Crossed in towards the back post. Away by Soumare. Back for McNeil. Vardy gets it away. American Cop is one of the only American things I like, as well as Jen. And not Jen, as well as Liz. And any other Americans in the chat, obviously. Liz is gifted a bloody membership, lads. It's a party. It's a membership party. Welcome to the Houses of Fun. The best place to be. You will be part of the channel. Yusuf has said Everton aren't going to score a second. Well, listen. Listen. You never well know, my good man. King Power rocking, absolutely. Idrissa Gana Gueye intercepts it well, though, for Everton. Iwobi. The ball, and it's well taken by Daniel Everton, who dives on the ball. As it stands, Leicester go to 32 points. Soyuncu. McNeil. Coleman. It's a foul, surely, and it is. It's a free kick to Everton. They don't have many goals in them, but they do have set pieces in them. It's one thing I will say. If you do subscribe, you do have a chance to get gifted the membership. So you get a month's free of all the perks you get with that cute little... with that really cute little badge you got next to you as well. So every month that gets a little upgrade. Garner's ball in, and that's poor. That's really poor from Iwobi. It's 26 goals this season. Haaland has got 50 in all comps. I don't know how much Everton have got in all comps, but... Arsenal v Chelsea tomorrow. We will be live for that game. But don't know when it starts, actually. What time does it kick off? Is it an usual kickoff of 8 o'clock? Yeah, I'll be live from 7:30 then for Arsenal v Chelsea tomorrow night. Yeah. It's 7:30 on here. About 8 o'clock kickoff. Hey, Lucas. How we feeling after yesterday, buddy? I'm sorry we had to give you that hope, man. I bet you were thinking, oh, I'm going to go into Chris's stream tomorrow and I'm buzzing. Hey, Stephen, NUFC fan, hope you win. Well, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I think it's going to be intriguing anyway. I'm a neutral, really, but I do kind of want Everton to go down, so that's literally not the definition of neutral. But, yeah, here's Michael Keane.
Is he keen?
Shush. 7 minutes till half time, so prepare yourself.
My mum's calling soon, hurry up.
In towards Calvert-Lewin, hooked away by Soyuncu. I can't tell time to hurry up, Isabel. Here's Garner. Played in behind, Wout Weiss is there. Hooked out of play. McNeil. McNeil for Everton. Gets the ball across. It's going to rebound for Soumare, who'll play away, and that's a foul against Jamie Vardy. And it's free kick for Leicester City, just about 12 or 13 yards outside their own box. But there we go. It was carelessness from Alex Iwobi. He played it into Tielemans by accident. And then Maddison with a through ball to Vardy. There was just no chance for anyone in that situation. Probably one of the most clinical finishes in Premier League history, Jamie Vardy. Iheanacho punched the air. He's the man who made way for Vardy today. Lofted forward and headed for a Leicester throw in here. Yeah, assist for James Maddison. I'd say if Leicester score another goal, that Everton are done. Your heart and gut says that Chelsea will pull the upset against Arsenal. Really? Amy, put some money on if you're confident, because the odds on that will be stacked one way, and it won't be the way of Chelsea. I genuinely think it could be 5 or 6 tomorrow for Arsenal. But Leicester 2-1 up here at the King Power Stadium. Headed away. Here's Iwobi. With the cross. And it's going to be seen out by Castagna, who will clear away. It's well flicked on by Maddison, but Tielemans just hasn't got the pace, man. He just hasn't got the pace. Rumours are that DCL is going to... Oh, chance here for Everton. It's a brilliant save by Everton. from Calvert-Lewin, and Doucouré slices over. That was a real chance for Everton to level it up, and they couldn't do so. It should have been... Oh, blimey, that's a voice crack and a half. Should have been 2-2. It was McNeil, in fact. Flicked by Calvert-Lewin. Coleman pulls it back. And the save from Everton at his near post to deny Dwight McNeil. It's a real top save. Died in Everton again. You genuinely... Have you been watching Chelsea this season, lads? I'm sorry, I'm all down for anyone can win any game of football, but lads, they are awful. They are awful. They are absolutely terrible. Like, imagine Liverpool at their worst this season times 10. That's Chelsea right now. They got 1 goal in April. It's not like we've been short of games either. It's flicked on, and it's a chance for Everton to get him behind with McNeil this time. Calvert-Lewin. How has he missed? That's the miss of the season. That's the miss of the season, Calvert-Lewin. He was 2 yards away from goal. And, oh my God, Leicester are in and 1. It's Vardy at the other end. Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy. Oh, he's at the bar. Calvert-Lewin, seriously the miss of the season by a country mile. Oh my God, Calvert-Lewin. It would have been so funny if Jamie Vardy went up the other end and scored then. McNeil plays it across. Calvert-Lewin just has to put it in. How has he missed? And Vardy nearly went up the other end. Showed such great composure, but hit the bar. Genuinely the miss of the season, Calvert-Lewin.
Someone missed the other week as well, but I can't remember what someone did. That's pretty
I have to worry for Calvert-Lewin, man. How anyone's going to be paying money for that? Calvert-Lewandowski, they once told us. Oh, God. No, I don't think so. Seamus Coleman's down holding his knee. That's never good news. 2 minutes. Coleman down here. Why not?
she's got a sore throat and headache.
Oh, fairs. Soumare's been yellow carded. Coleman's in serious trouble here. Soumare just went... Ooh, he didn't mean to do it. But I worry for Seamus Coleman here.
No, Seamus is James and
Soumare looks concerned a little bit for Seamus Coleman. It doesn't look good. It's his knee. He's going to get stretchered off. This is bad news for Seamus Coleman. Potentially the rest of his career.
Really?
He's 35 years old, I think. I worry for Coleman here, but his inevitable replacement whenever he does leave the club is Nathan Patterson. I worry for Coleman, man. What are you doing?
Stretching. She said to.
Seamus Coleman is going to go off here. It's really bad news. It's awful news, in fact, for Everton to lose a player of his leadership and calibre. It wasn't in this situation. It was Seamus Coleman. I do feel sorry for him. There's 3 minutes added on. It will be slightly more than that now. I do worry for him, to be honest. He's one of football's good men. Normal men. Innocent men. Yeah, it's unlucky. Just rewatching the replay of the penalty. To be honest, I think it was a penalty now, looking back at it. About for the 5th time. But the finish from Soyuncu was really good. Coming back onto it as well. And then, of course, Jamie Vardy one-on-one with Jordan Pickford going round him. He's got the quickness of feet and mind still at his tender age. That's Jamie Vardy for you. It's not good news, Seamus Coleman, now. You have to worry. He's still not off the pitch yet. I think he's having to be given oxygen here. Oh dear. This doesn't look good. And Seamus Coleman, a man who has already suffered several really, really horrible injuries throughout his career. This isn't good. Of course, had his really, really bad knee injury, didn't he? I worry. I worry for Seamus Coleman here, man. Oh, this isn't good news. Ambulance is on. Oh, no. This is not good, guys. I was having a really good stream till this happened. You never want to see a fellow man get hurt. It might have been. I don't remember when he did it, but... Coleman is now being stretchered off. He's getting applauded, and he claps the fans. He's being applauded off by the Leicester City fans as well. I think everyone knows. He looks absolutely distraught, and I don't want to make any prejudgments, but at 34 years old, 35 in October, you worry whether he can ever come back from this. But knowing Seamus Coleman, I think he definitely would. Anyway, back to the football. We're 49 minutes in, but I think we'll probably play till about 52. On comes Nathan Patterson for Everton, and it's flicked on well. And hooked away. Played back into Idrissa Gana Gueye, and now Pickford. Plays it short to Idrissa Gana Gueye. I'm not sure how much he was expecting it, but he gets there anyway. Given away, though, by Everton. Now Barnes. Cut inside Maddison. Still going. Tielemans looks offside, but he drills it across anyway, and it's cleared away by Patterson. The flag does go up anyway. Oh, I just feel awful for Seamus Coleman, man. I do worry. You do worry whether that could be it. Don Kravis says, classic Vardy tonight, speedy recovery to Coleman. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I dislike injuries. Bad injuries as well. But the stats are in the favour of Everton. They've probably been the better side. We're on to 50 minutes and 31 seconds as the clock doesn't go up that high. So, unfortunately, we're in this situation. That's just the way it is. Now Michael Keane. Hoisted forward by Patterson and headed away by Soyuncu. The clock's gone off now, but we're on 51 minutes. Idrissa Gana Gueye. Don't know how long there is left to the half, really. I don't really remember what time Coleman went down. Played wide. Iwobi. Takes on his man. He does well. Calvert-Lewin into Iwobi on the turn. It's an awful touch, and it's really, really well played by Maddison, who's charging forward for Leicester. Harvey Barnes. Still Barnes. Still Barnes. And they're appealing for handball. It's going to be a penalty. I think he's given a penalty here, Harvey Barnes, against Michael Keane, and it's a Leicester City penalty. Michael Keane's the offender. Oh, it is a penalty. His arm's out here. His arm's out here. That's a penalty. In this day and age, that's a penalty for me. In this day and age, that's a penalty. Unfortunately, that's a penalty. Yuri Tielemans will have it. And Leicester City have the chance. Oh, it's going to be Maddison. No Vardy. It's going to be Maddison who claims the penalty here for Leicester City to make it 3-1 before half-time. Can they do it? James Maddison. A lot of you said 3-1 before the game started. Didn't expect Everton to start so quickly and as well as they did. We're 53 minutes into this first half. And the Leicester fans hide behind their happy clappers. James Maddison against Jordan Pickford. Of course, England teammates. Maddison. Saved by Pickford. It's such an awful penalty from James Maddison. It really is. Straight down the middle, and Pickford made it so easy. Just stayed exactly where he was, and Everton can counter-attack here with Calvert-Lewin. That's another twist. Iwobi to Calvert-Lewin turns. It's an unfortunate bounce. But McNeil charges forward, and that is going to be half-time. Jordan Pickford saves the penalty. What an awful penalty. Anyway. Isabel, you're wanted. Why is that group chat going off? Anyway. Isabel time. Enjoy.
I was wearing green, so I realised that I can't wear green because, well, green's green. That kit is horrible, may I add. It looks like they've added a red sock by accident.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? Do you like it?
No, it's vile.
Yeah. Hello, anyway. Hi, people. Oh, my throat's going again. Can you pass my water bottle, please?
Where is it?
Over there.
Just drink that wine.
No.
What?
Thank you. Am I American? I am not. No. I am English. Hi, David.
Who asked if you're American?
American cop.
No.
It's funny because my throat's going again.
Oh my god.
Nope. Fair enough. Hello. Hi, Liz. I'm here. The better half's here, as usual. Sorry, yeah, I'm a bit... throat's gone up a bit, so... Stay hydrated. Sorry, I'm trying to be nosy on what's being said downstairs. When am I not? Anyway. So, is there going to be any more goals in this game? That is a real question. Hi, Nick Knack. I've not been watching. I'm going to bed in like 30 minutes. Thanks, Liz. I appreciate that. I didn't see it, so I take it as a very bad one. So, oh, yeah. What have we got trailers? Oh, it's the Bridgerton story. Anyone watch Bridgerton? It's a very long trailer. Jesus. I might watch it. I don't know. We'll see. But it's a bit excessive. I should say that. But yeah, I'm waffling again. So, yep. What's new with people's lives? There's quite a few of us, I think, today. Yeah, 21. Like and subscribe if you haven't. He probably better than me, or he's hiding it. But I'd say I struggled, but I think he's doing okay unless he's not presenting it all. But he's done very well, and he will do very well. So it should be good. We will find out very soon. I mean, he's got, as you said, 3 more deadlines. So I'm very well, Shayad. I'm a bit tired, but oh well. I've had a nice day. It's been in the sun for some of it. I've been walking around. That's probably why I'm tired, to be honest. But hi, Spencer. Nice to see you all. Come for me, obviously. All 20 of us. Oh. It's like an extended family. Very confused on what's happening downstairs. Some of these adverts are bizarre. And it's birds eye. Hopefully it's been sunny weather where everyone has been as well, because we have missed it. Who do I support? So it was originally no one, and then I got with Chris, and it became Liverpool. There was already a little bit of a, Liverpool supporting in my genes. My dad's from that way, so kind of, made to. Not really made to. He doesn't care about football that much, but because it's in my blood, I was like, I should technically be an Evertonian. Don't tell Chris, because I'm from that side of the river. But I've been around Chris, so. Not really, Liz. It's more just content. I mean, no. Honestly, not really. I just kind of want to be creative again. I am in my current job, but, I don't want that pressure or doing that within my job, so. Thank you. Thank you very much. But suggestions are welcome, Liz. If you've got any ideas, I'm open to hear them. I don't think sports is my go-to. We'll leave that to Chris. Oh, Shayad. I know, David. It's a risky choice of me saying that, but I've said it now, so too late now. But being around Chris's family, I don't think I had any choice in who I supported at the end of the day. So. How am I? I'm very well, Chicken Master. How are you? It's because it's a long episode on you. That's why. Chris is back. What? It's weird seeing you in shorts. Chris is wearing shorts. It's a sight that I don't see often. That's why. Anyway, how is the job going? Good question, Yusuf. Okay is the honest answer. Oh, that was a good goal.
Shayad would support an Izzy show.
Yeah. Liz was asking what I'd do, and I'm like,
It's interesting.
What was interested? What, my job?
Yeah.
That's one way of putting it.
Go and stream.
I am streaming.
Go on then.
Where's my payment?
You got no payment.
What? Got 17 people. They've gone down. So, and you thought I brought in the viewers.
She does usually, to be fair. 17's still good, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Does Chris like chicken legs? Asked Liz. And then Chicken Master says, all good here. Chris in shorts sounds like a Chris thing. It's not. It's only because, as I said, it was. What do you think the temperature was today here?
Like 20? No, like 17?
17 Celsius, so I'm not sure that is in Fahrenheit. But do you like chicken legs, Liz asks?
Is that like chicken wings?
Presume so.
Oh, no, chicken drumsticks. Yeah, boy, I love chicken.
He does, Liz. If there's any recipes, he will snatch them up. So I actually eat them, like you buy them from the shop and you just eat them then and there, and they're gone within like minutes. So
I'm a fat bastard.
You fat bastard. I admitted that I technically should be an Everton fan or a Tottenham fan.
Shouldn't.
But David said that I shouldn't be saying that. So, but I said I've been around your family long enough now, nearly
No, you.
3 years. I've known you 3 years, but been together 2 years.
Yeah, no, you. There's no way in hell you should ever be an Everton fan ever.
It's my side of the river.
I wouldn't put you through that suffering.
I think one of my families is an Everton fan, but the rest of them like Liverpool. But we don't care. We don't care about it.
You don't care about that.
Oh, in that sense. Nah, he doesn't. Sorry, I misunderstood.
What's that?
Liz said, I asked if he had chicken legs, as in he's wearing shorts. Nah, he haven't.
No, not really. My legs are quite chunky.
Chunky.
Chunky boys.
Oh, there's a dog I used to know that. Do you know Westies? Kind of like Fergie.
Okay.
And when she used to go in water, it'd cling to her legs. Oh, that was a bad pen. Yep. Okay, I've just seen the pen now.
Yeah, boy.
Oh dear.
Would you guys have supported Izzy Chris podcast?
That's a good question. I don't know if they heard, but would people support if Chris and I had a podcast? I'm pretty sure we've already asked this. We haven't thought about it more than we last. Am I right, Izzy? Does he look like Don? I'm not going to be able to pronounce that name. I'm going to have to Google this person, Shayad. I think you've said this person before. Oh, not this one again. Is this the... what's his face? Johnny Depp's character. Fuck's sake, yeah, it is. How? You're going to have to explain this. Shayad, you're going to have to explain this. Is that a decaf tea?
It is a decaf tea.
Good. Shayad, I don't know where you get it from. I want to know who else people think Chris or I look like now. Obviously, keep it PG. But I'm curious now.
I look like Danny D.
Who?
From Downstairs. He's a porn star.
I said keep it PG.
Yeah? Porn green.
Anyway, so Liz says 100% you guys have great chemistry. Thank you, Liz. Chicken Master, more content from you both, the better.
Yeah, boy!
And David, yes, of course we would. I think it's happening then.
It's happening. It's this summer.
We've both got a mic, so we might be able to do sit down, kind of video it. We can do the audio for Spotify and then do podcast.
This summer, man.
Shall we?
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about? Guys, give us suggestions. No place better than with you guys, says Chicken Master. Thank you, guys. The love's appreciated. Well, yeah, we'll start brainstorming once Chris is done on the 19th. And then...
Come on!
Not long. Do you think you're handling, as based on the question Liz asked, do you think you're handling third year better than I did?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're hiding it though, that's the thing.
100% better than you. You still got a first, but fucking hell, it was stress for me.
I appreciate it. I woke Chris up at, obviously he's just done his dissertation. Luckily he didn't do what I did. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I think I've said the story before, but I woke up at 5 in the morning thinking that I'd slated Margaret Thatcher and
which is a good thing.
And my political leaning isn't that way, so, but because of my piece, I couldn't be biased, so I was worried that I had, even though I hadn't mentioned her at all, and also because I'd done a audio submission of a dissertation, which we can do at uni, my course could do, I thought I'd left her blank, so, who blushes more, me or you?
What do you mean blushes?
That's what Liz asked. I think I do.
Neither of us blush really, because we're not that embarrassing, but we're embarrassed by anything.
We both tan as well though, so like, watch out, we're getting tans.
No, we don't.
I do.
You don't. You're pale as anything.
I burn then I tan.
You burn and you burn.
I'm Irish and Scottish. What do you expect?
Exactly. So you don't.
But I tan afterwards. Like once it fades.
Nah,
Anyway, best channel on YouTube. Both of you are amazing. Shayad.
I love Shia.
What's the podcast gonna be called then?
We will come up with that in due course.
I think Chris more like Doogie Howser than Johnny Depp. I know the name. Come, Chris. This is what Liz is saying. Oh, that sounds like a really good show. I want to watch that. What's it on? Oh, it's on Disney Plus.
What is it?
Oh. It's a show on Disney Plus that I want to watch. It's about a kid that survived leukemia twice and is now being trained as a practicing doctor. It was 1989 to 1993. Can I borrow your Disney Plus account?
Yeah, if you pay for it.
I was going to anyway. I can maybe, is it the hair height, Liz? I mean, this is a child we are looking at. I mean, we can get a photo of Chris as a child, but I can see it more than the Johnny Depp one. I'll say that now. Oh, boxing. Or was it a box? Oh, no, it's bloody film, isn't it? Creed.
Who's ready for KSI fight on May 13th, baby?
How you're spending your birthday. 21st birthday. Chris is spending it with you guys. I mean, we're going to do something in the day, I think. We're going to get food or something, aren't we? Yeah. But we'll see. These adverts. So weird watching them without sound when it includes like music or people speaking. Oh, Eurovision's on as well soon. Oh,
I'm not watching Eurovision.
the finale is your birthday. I'll be watching Euro. Okay. I know America doesn't take part in Eurovision. Liz, do you know what Eurovision is? Do our American fans know what Eurovision is? He looks a little bit like Neil Patrick Harris. What era are we talking? Oh, Chris, you're going to be back in a minute. Neil Patrick Harris. I don't know if I see it, Liz. Okay, forehead, maybe.
Oi!
And then the other one Liz said was...
What? I've got a beard! I've got a beard, lads.
John's saying a comment that...
Oh, that'd be sick. Anyway, Budge.
Okay, farewell, people. I have bedtime in like 20 minutes, so good night.
Go on.
Oh, it's adverts again. Never mind.
Oh, well, let's carry on then.
Yep. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure, Liz. It's like there's certain things I can't remember. Like, I can't speak English. You can tell it's nearly my bedtime, can't you? When did you get that shirt? He's wearing a Stonadge 9 one.
2018.
I like the collar. Yeah.
This is the year we won the Champions League against Tottenham.
Bye, David. I'm kind of staying here, but Euro Song of Father Ted's cool, but Eurovision. I haven't seen that one actually.
Oh yeah, there we go. Come on.
Okay, I'm off. Good night.
Good night. He's squeezing. And we're back for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. How are we? I have not got the thing on, but there we go. We're back. We're back, baby. We're back and ready to rumble for the second half. And I tell you what, this Premier League running just keeps getting better and better and better. What a game we've had on our hands this afternoon. Afternoon for some, evening for others, including myself. I'm just going to change the clock to get it perfectly right. Here's McNeil for Everton. There we go. With the cross, and Daniel Everton takes it well. You'll see the views shoot down as soon as Izzy leaves. No, I'm joking. I'm joking because people are thirsty. They just love women. Everton going down, says John. I hope you're right, my friend. But yeah, I would imagine Wrexham would go after Langstaff, but I think some players would go... some clubs in League One and maybe even the Championship would be having a look at Maka Langstaff. Yeah, we love this. We love this. Subscribe for more Izzy. Subscribe for more Izzy, man. The best place to be on YouTube, in my humble opinion, anyway. I look like Corsomo, who played Jack in Hook. No. Jack. I look like Jack. Like Charlie Corsomo? Corsomo? I don't know who that is. Let me Google it. I don't look like him.
What now or then?
What?
Is that what he looks like now?
I bloody don't.
You said that?
Amy. I am baffled. Anyway, headed back into Daniel Everton for Leicester City. What?
You know, anyway. Your girlfriend's fell herself.
I mean, Maka Langstaff did score 42 goals, I believe, in the National League. Wrexham do have a lot of money, but at the same time, I think he should be aiming higher. Who do I think I look like? Honestly, I haven't got that generic. I've got quite an individual face. Castagna. That's a hell of a ball. Oh, and Vardy couldn't get there. It's well intercepted. Castagna with the pass. It was brilliant. And Vardy just out of reach. Look at that ball from Castagna. It's almost perfect for Jamie Vardy. Going to be thrown in now by Luke Thomas. Back to Barnes and Thomas again. Both products of the Leicester Youth Academy. As is Kiernan Dewsbury Hall on the bench. But it's going to be Ndidi with the shot. It's well blocked. Soyuncu actually took out Wilfred Ndidi on his way through. It's a head injury for Kayla Soyuncu though. I think he headed through 3 of his own players here. Could be a concussion issue here. Of course, if he does get substituted for concussion, it doesn't count towards the Leicester City entirety substitution count. It's called a concussion sub.
When was that introduced?
This season.
Only this season. Oh, shit.
And Ndidi holding the back of his head as well. By the way, Jordan Pickford celebrated when he before half time. Wrexham have an advantage over the league on sides having Ryan Reynolds and their owners. They're even charging 200 quid a ticket for Wrexham v United. They are, I know that, but we don't have to pay for a ticket when you can watch it live on this channel in July. Wrexham v Man United over in LA. I know. Pre-season.
What date?
I think it's the 25th of July.
Why is it in the 6th?
Because they're on pre-season tour.
Yeah.
James Maddison with the penalty, though. I'm looking at it. It's just... It might be one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. It's so bad.
What about Harry Kane's during the World Cup?
It's not as bad as Harry Kane's or Kepa's. At least it's on target.
How did you feel when Mo scored his?
Did I know Ryan Reynolds sold another one of his companies? He must have so many different ones. Yeah, he's just a money-making machine. If you've got Ryan Reynolds associated with you. I think Kala Soyuncu has a black eye here.
That sounds like a concussion.
Soyuncu is going to come back on. He's been given the blessing to, but he's got a black eye. He does look a bit like Lord Farquaad. Hoisted towards Calvert-Lewin, who wins the header but flicks it on to nobody. He must have thought Dixie Dean was there.
Is that safe goal?
I haven't seen the new floodlights, John, but I have seen that you are building the cop. The Wrexham cop end. John is a Wrexham fan, yeah. We've got a lot of good Wrexham community here as well. We'll be doing a lot of Wrexham games next season, I think.
Well, we still need to go up then.
We do. We do want to go. Me and Izzy do want to go on a road trip up there one day. We'll see if we can get a ticket. Jamie Vardy is not happy with Everton man who went down, but let's not forget, Everton do have several big, let's just say, weapons in their armoury. One of which is these long balls towards Calvert-Lewin, who does flick it on this time to a body, and it's Alex Iwobi in towards Calvert-Lewin! It's a good save by Everton again. This time Calvert-Lewin did get the shot out of his feet. And it's unlucky for the GQ model. Crossed in by Iwobi. Away by Wilfred Ndidi. Idrissa Gana Gueye is down, and it's a yellow card for Yuri Tielemans. John, don't you worry, my friend. We'll have you covered with loads of talk shows, podcasts, panels. Everything you want from a football channel is coming here on the Stonadge channel. Maybe even a return of FM if I'm feeling nice. There is the Women's World Cup though, guys. So make sure you do tune into that one. It's Luke Thomas who was booked. I did. Spoke about it earlier, actually.
What, the plane thing?
The what?
The plane they were on caught fire.
Oh, what? Did anyone get hurt?
No, it's something to do with the engines.
Oh, well, no, I knew about the selling out.
Google it. Allegedly, anyway.
Here's McNeil. With the cross towards Calvert-Lewin. It's well won by Feist. And Iwobi scores! It's a wonderful finish. And Everton have been threatening at the start of this second half. And deservedly, they are level. Alex Iwobi. And Leicester could have been out of sight. It's 2-2. He was unsighted at the back post by Luke Thomas. It's a wonderful finish in the end. First time from Iwobi. And Everton are back level again. The game is all tied up. And this second half is going to be one entertaining prospect. Brilliant from Alex Iwobi. Hoisted and headed away. But now Maddison, who twists and turns and is fouled by Idrissa Gana Gueye, and he's going to get a yellow card himself. This is going to get combative, this. Idrissa Gueye is not happy about it, but unfortunately that's just the way of the world, my friend. You cannot stop a counter-attack by just dangling your leg out. Everton level. It's almost hard to believe. Soyuncu into Vardy, but he's been challenged well. And here's McNeil for Everton. Iwobi. And played back. Patterson, well blocked in the end. But drilled in now to Doucouré, who looked offside, and he is offside. It's a free kick to Leicester. Didier Drug Dealer. That's a great name. Next goal is massive. It absolutely is. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hoisted forward. And well won. Iwobi. Away once more. Chested down. He's going to go out of play for a throw-in now to Leicester City. Tielemans. Sumare all the way back to Dan Everton. And to be honest, if you're a Forest fan or a Leeds fan, this is probably the result you want. It's gonna if this finishes as it is, which I don't think it will, by the way. But if this finishes as it is, it's literally 4 ways this could happen. I don't think any team would be out of it. Which I think if Leicester won tonight, they would be out of this, or at least have the ability to get out of it. At the moment, Leicester would go 16th on 30 points. Leeds would be 17th on 30 points. Nottingham Forest 18th on 30 points, and Everton 19th on 29. Do we know what's going to happen here? I just don't know. Made it up years ago. Oh, it's incredible though, to be fair. I'm a fan of creative footballer names. My next fantasy football team name is going to be Maggie and the Mudrick. Here's Castagna with the throw-in for Leicester City. Tielemans taken down well, and now Thomas. Barnes for Leicester. Barnes is beaten Patterson. Got the cross towards Vardy, and it's over his head. It's come to Castagna. Maddison, he's onside, gets the cross in. It's acrobatic, and Vardy's there. It's off the line. It's come back to Barnes. Harvey Barnes still. Leicester come close to going ahead again, and King Power roars. Sumare, it's advantage played. And he's given it away. I think that might be a foul, but it's another advantage. Maddison towards Vardy. Is it going to come for Barnes? It is. Barnes blocked. And it's deflected for a corner for Leicester. Tarkowski gets in the way. So close. Barnes' acrobatic cross. Vardy got the header in. And it was headed off the line by James Tarkowski. It's now a corner to Leicester. Hey, Cal, how we doing? I've not been bad, my bud. I've not been bad. Been a good weekend up at Anfield, let's just say that. It's a corner now for Leicester City, and it's going to be Maddison with it. It's their first corner of the day. Pickford barks orders at his compatriots, his teammates, his comrades. Crossed in and headed away. And again, cuts inside and outside. Maddison and inside and outside again. He can somehow get past. It's not going to be a foul. Launched away by the Everton backline, and it's going to be a throw-in for Leicester City. Here comes Patson Daka. And it's going to be for Wilfred Ndidi. They're going two up top, Leicester. Don't know how long Jamie Vardy will last. He's lasted an hour so far. 61 minutes on the clock, though. In this game, it could end it either way, seriously. Here's Wout Faes. Into Soyuncu. A long ball. It's over the head. How do I see this one going? Well, I predicted 1-0 at the start of the game, Cal. I honestly couldn't tell you. It's going to be... I think Leicester just have too much quality, but I've said that for the rest of this season. So a draw might be the way it'll end, which Leeds and Forest fans will be very happy with. Because, I mean, all four of those teams are still right in the mire with 4 games to go for all of them. In behind. Can McNeil get there? No, Castagna can. Now Soyuncu for Leicester City. Out wide to Thomas. Claret says, honestly think Dyche can do it and get them over the line. Everton job this season was always a hand grenade with a pimple, though. Absolutely, I do agree. And by the name, I assume you're a Burnley fan, so know how well Sean Dyche can do. But I just don't think... I think even last season's Burnley team had much more quality than this Everton team. Yes, names are deceiving, but I don't think they've got many players who are anywhere near good enough, really. Daka charging down. Pickford clears. It's going to come down now to Idrissa Gana Gay, and Ghana in behind for Calvert-Lewin. Oh, it's good from Soyuncu. It really is. Good challenge, and Calvert-Lewin probably should have done better with that one. Daniel Iverson will clear forward. Iverson. Cleared wide, well won. And again, Tarkovsky away. And again, Keane away this time. Calvert-Lewin wins the header and will chase on. Can he get there ahead of Feist? He can. Calvert-Lewin. Amy says, you hope Leicester City will score. I think a lot of people in this chat may be feeling the same as you, but it's a shot, and it's straight into Iverson's hands. Takes his time, the Danish international. Of course, following in great footsteps. Following in great footsteps with Kasper Schmeichel, who's in the Monday Night Football studio tonight. And now Tielemans. A good ball into Maddison. The one thing Tielemans can do very well is those passes. He's also got a rocket of a shot on him if he wants. Barnes, that's an awful pass, and McNeil intercepts well, but Barnes pressures. It's good from Harvey Barnes. McNeil clears away. It's a good touch from Calvert-Lewin, and he's fallen over his own feet. Feist now into Soumare. Turn from Maddison. Vardy has to flick, and it's headed back by Keane, and Pickford is there to pick up for Everton. And they can charge forward again with Keane. Now Iwobi. Leicester. It's not convincing, but Soyuncu does get it away. Tielemans again. Tielemans towards Daka. Has he got the pace? He doesn't, but Tarkovsky clears for a throw. And Leicester can attack here. It's good from Daka. Looked like a foul throw to me. But he'll play inside to Tielemans. And now Castagna to Boubakary Soumare. Thomas. Soumare. Still. There's more goals in this, guys. I'd be so surprised if it finished 2-2. Tielemans with the cross towards Castagna at the back post. Soyuncu is leaving at the end of the season, Yusuf. He's going on a pre-contract to Atletico Madrid, and it's an offside flag shown against Harvey Barnes. Castagna, in fact. It's getting hot in the studio tonight, lads. Very hot in the studio. Oof. Cleared away. And it's back into the hands of Daniel Iverson. I don't know, really, but he's played well, Soyuncu. Wonder why it's hot in the studio. It's a good challenge, that. And Daka's won it back for Leicester. Maddison, good turn. James Maddison cuts inside and shoots. He was always angling for it. It's going to come back out to Castagna. Tielemans. Away. I've got a fan, to be fair. I just haven't needed to use it. But it's getting like this temperature now in the UK. Wide from Soumare to Maddison. Drilled the cross and headed away well this time. Maddison seeing it out. Tielemans. To Maddison again. Maddison. Oh, looking in behind. Instead, he'll find Sumare once more for Leicester. Tielemans. Soyuncu. Vardy looking for Thomas in behind. It's not the greatest ball from Vardy. And hoisted away by Iwobi. Soyuncu barged down Calvert-Lewin. And it's no foul. Wout Faes will now be on it for Leicester. Tielemans. Looking for a way through here. Castagna. Maddison. Deflected. And it's going to go. Is it gone for a corner? It is. It has gone for a corner. Maddison. Will take it. Trying to G up the crowd here. Leicester have had 68% of the ball in the last 10 minutes. Come on. Maddison. So headed away. And it's Barnes who can't keep it down. It's a goal kick. Dean Smith trying to motivate his men. They need a goal in the next 20 minutes, as does Sean Dyche and his side. Amy says the next goal will win. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the same? And here we go. Tielemans. Wide. Towards Daka. Daka cuts inside, but it's just too firm a touch. Castagna now. Leicester trying to manoeuvre the ball in the way they can create an opening to finally land a final blow on Jordan Pickford and Everton. Castagna. Sumare. Maddison, and that looks like a handball, but it's not going to be given that way. Daka. Oh, doesn't come back for Maddison. It's cleared away by Everton again. This time, James Garner in the right place. Camping with Camo. How are we? Exactly. Who is going to be a hero, Didier? I'm not too sure, my friend. It could go either way. Everton defending resolutely so far in this period since they scored. Sumare. Wide though to Barnes. Cuts inside. Beats his man. Still going here. And nutmegs it. And Tielemans has got some space. It's well blocked by Michael Keane. Feist heads forward. But far too high. And Pickford picks it up. And he's looking for a way to go long here, Jordan Pickford. 19 minutes to go. Dyche barking orders. Here's Tarkowski to Keane. Keane clears. Soyuncu brings it down. Now finds Castagna for Leicester. Castagna. Still Timothy Castagna. It's a poor ball, but it's well intercepted. And Wout Faes will carry it over, but Doucouré's pressing him high. Faes now to Daka, back into Daniel Everton. Soyuncu. Long ball down for Jamie Vardy. Can he get there? He can. He gets there past Keane. Vardy cuts past Keane. There's a man at the back post. It's Castagna, but Pickford reads it so well. Pickford reads it so well. You missed Izzy Q&A. It was good, I think, Anderson, my friend. I don't know myself. I was out making a cup of tea. Pickford launched towards Calvert-Lewin. Wins the ball, but Tielemans is there. Now finds Castagna. Daka. And that's a foul, surely. Yep, given. Against Vitaly Mikalenko. Tielemans short now to Wout Weiss. Sumare. Still. Wout Weiss again. Still on the ball here for Everton. For Leicester City, in fact. Maddison. Daka. He's made a difference since coming on, Patson. Daka certainly moved the ball quickly. That's what Leicester need to do. Barnes. Push it inside. It's a poor interception from Idrissa Gueye, and Maddison goes towards Barnes. It's Vardy, in fact, and it's too high. And Leicester are going to be counter-attacked here, are they? No. Soyuncu gets there ahead of Dom Calvert-Lewin. Now Sumare. It's a poor touch himself. Everton manoeuvring it wide. Iwobi, that's a great ball to McNeil. McNeil! Deflected, and it's a corner for Everton. Close for the Toffees. McNeil with the effort. Well deflected by Castagna. And mate, Didier, as a Liverpool fan, I know all too well that signing a new contract means nothing. We had Felipe Coutinho sign a new contract 6 months before he left. It's just to boost the value, man. These days, contracts mean nothing. Are you a West Ham fan? Well, that's good to know, because one of my mates, Alex, is a West Ham fan, and he's usually in the chat. It's crossed in towards Tarkowski. It's over the bar from the former Burnley man. Why not Areola, though, Didier? I don't know what's happened with that. It's a strange situation that's happened with him. Played so well for Fulham, even though they got relegated that season. And good experience across Europe as well. It's a poor touch from Castagna, but he manages to get it into Patson Daka, who moves it quickly well to Maddison. Great challenge by James Garner. Play wide. Into Harvey Barnes. Leicester trying to create. Sumare. In for Thomas. It's a bit of a firm ball from Sumare. Thomas has got it back to him. Maddison, can he get it? Some space. Still Maddison. Vardy. It's a good challenge in the end again by Tarkowski. What about Ward-Prowse? You definitely take him. He's going to rebound to McNeil. It's 3-on-3 for Everton here. If McNeil can pick the right pass. He can't. Oh, can! Oh, it's good from Everton. He just manages to get a hand in. Oh, good to see, Liz. Good to see. Here is Maddison. Out wide to Barnes. Leicester still trying to penetrate. And it's Barnes. It's over the bar. It's over the bar from Barnes. I could say over the Barnes. Leicester just creating enough until they get to the final product. Yeah, what we having for tea, Liz? Everton just got there ahead of Abdoulaye Doucouré after the mistake from Soyuncu. I wonder who you support, Anderson, eh? Haha. Obviously Maidstone United. It's now Castagna. Launched for Vardy. He's never going to win an aerial battle, though, with Tarkowski or Michael Keane. Pickford. Calvert-Lewin trying to battle with Wout Faes. Well won by Garner. Faes is there again. Now Soyuncu. Soyuncu for Leicester City. Driving forward. In behind. Can't find the man. I really want there to be a winner here for Leicester, but I just can't see them breaking Everton down in these last 12 minutes. I say that, they'll probably score now. Barbecue ribs, rainbow shard, cornbread, and homemade pickles. Jesus, you're such a... Sounds so nice. Except I don't like pickles. Here's McNeil. Good challenge by Daka. Has to turn the other way and goes back to Everton. I've got a little bit left of my Ben & Jerry's ice cream, lads, from before the weekend. So I'm going to have that for my supper. I had half a steak for my lunch because my mother made it for me. Feist, wide for Vardy. Pickford gets there well. Really well, Jordan Pickford. He's going to be challenged well, though. Pickford has made a massive mistake on Vardy's shot. Oh, it's just wide. Jordan Pickford was challenged so well, and that would have been a problem there. That would have been a problem. Vardy so nearly managed to get it in. Pickford way out of his goal. Would have been touch and go for offside as well. Pickford did so well at the initial thing, and he just needed to put it out of play even. And Vardy had the effort. It was just wide. Michael Keane thanked his lucky stars. Heard about the point deduction Liverpool might be getting. God. That's just not going to happen, is it? There should have been a point deduction. For... we would have got a 2-point deduction, but unfortunately Jota went up the other end and scored, and we got 3 instead of 1. Lucas. Sorry, mate. As a Liverpool fan, I don't want Everton to go down. If they go down, they'll likely go bust, which will be a shame, even though there are rivals and no hatred there. Mate, I don't know. I don't think they'll go bust. I just think they won't go ahead with the stadium and they'll sell the club. They're a big club, Everton, and there's a real scope there for new owners and investors, but yeah, they're in shit. But it's their own fault. Like, I don't have any sympathy with them. Towards the back post. If they don't go down this season, they'll go down next season. It's delaying the inevitable. They're like a bit like Wigan at the moment. Here's Tielemans. By the way, Jurgen Klopp made an absolute twat of himself yesterday, and I wasn't happy about it. But that is just what passion does to you, and at least he apologised for it. Iwobi powers Daka off the ball. It's a good challenge from Maddison. And again, brilliant from James Maddison, playing for the badge that he may not be... Daka. Maddison. Trying to fashion an opportunity. It's going to come to Castagna, is it? It's not. It's going to come to Doucouré. On the turn. Reverse ball to Mikalenko. Doucouré. Iwobi for Everton. On into the Leicester box. It's well blocked in the end by Luke Thomas. And Sean Dyche watches on. Now Soyuncu. 8 minutes of normal time to go here. Waiting, Soyuncu. Castagna. Feis. Into Soyuncu. Sumare to Soyuncu again. Thomas. So at the moment, 3 teams on 30, 1 on 29. But Everton can change that now with Iwobi. Iwobi skips past his man. Still Iwobi. Well blocked by Leicester. And it's going to go out for a corner to Everton. It's a great bit of challenge from Wout Feis. A winner here. Do you guys stay up? Do you guys think Everton stay up? What do we think? If they win today. I still think they're in trouble. McNeil with the corner. Headed by Tarkowski. It was Keane, in fact. Everton goes long. Vardy does well. Daka. In behind for Vardy. Doesn't look onside to me. He's crossed out of play anyway. Hey, Howler, how we doing? Yeah, well offside, Jamie Vardy, in that regard. I think he knew it as well. 84 minutes and 30 seconds left, gone on the clock. Leicester readying Dennis Pratt. He'll probably be on for Vardy, I'd imagine. But here is Vardy. Trying to knuckle down this left-hand side. Still Vardy. Out for a throw. He's absolutely knackered, Jamie Vardy, as you can see. I think they'll be taking him off sooner rather than later. Barnes. Tielemans. It's out of play. It's a poor header in the end by Abdoulaye Doucouré. Will they be looking to get this substitute on now? Who do I think is going to win? I thought Leicester. I still think they're going to have the opportunity to. But Everton may do too with McNeil on this left-hand side. Dwight McNeil for Everton. Still going here. McNeil. Headed away. It's come to Garner. It's a good turn from James Garner. Iwobi. Oh, it's good defending. It's come back out for Doucouré. Oh, it's a brilliant piece of goalkeeping. It really is. Everton down to his right. And it's just an exceptional piece of goalkeeping. Iwobi, it rebounded out to Abdoulaye Doucouré. Oh, it's right in the corner as well. I think United might get Kane. Seriously. Thank you, Howler. Appreciate that, my friend. Favourite drink? Alcoholic or non-alcoholic, Bobby? Crossed in. It's punched away by Everton. Again. Headed wide to Garner. Mikalenko. Gets the ball in. Headed away. Out to Iwobi. Iwobi. Away by Feis. And that is a free kick. Off comes Harvey Barnes and Luke Thomas. So not Jamie Vardy. Intriguing. Alcoholic, my favourite drink is Guinness. Non-alcoholic, I'm a fan of a San Pellegrino. Has to be said. Also just fresh, nice fresh water as well, to be fair. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please do. We're on the road to 1.2k. And we're well on the way, so please, please do hit that subscribe button. We are live tomorrow night as well, ladies and gentlemen, for the match between Arsenal and Chelsea as well. Lilt changed, did it? I loved Lilt. But yeah. Launch towards Calvert-Lewin. Feist and Soyuncu battle away, and now Tielemans. Oh, that's a foul. James Maddison's yellow carded. Ice cold water is banging, but I'm also... You would never drink ice cold water like when you're drinking water throughout the day. Do that, Howler, my friend. Please do. Did Fanta buy Lilt then? Anyway, 89 minutes in. And it's a long way out for James Garner. And thank you too, Falafel. Big up to you, my friend, as always, for being here. And I hope it's a lovely day in France tomorrow. Where else is everyone watching from if you're new? James Garner with the shot. He's going to let it go. He's going to be chipped towards the back post. Oh, and it's just out of reach for James Tarkowski. Four minutes added on. Oh, right. I didn't realise Lilt was owned by Coke. I thought it was its own thing. I always thought it was like a bit of a rogue. But it's lovely, man. Do you know what I've started recently drinking? I bought it sort of semi by accident, semi because I sort of wanted to try it. Really nice. It's kombucha. Really nice. It's like fermented tea leaves, but fizzy, and it's like really nice. I didn't think it would be nice, but it is. And now Everton, 4 minutes added on. Iwobi. Garner can't control it. Here we go. Can Leicester go up the other end? Oh, he's lost the ball again. Sumare this time. Here's Patterson, and he's been hauled down. It's a free kick for Everton now. It's going to be a yellow card. I think it was... who was it who fouled? It was James Maddison, was it? No, it was Victor Christiansen. Have I seen how kombucha is made? No idea, but it tastes fucking class. You still in the gym, Louis? You still in the gym? Crossed in, punched away by Everton. Going to be cleared away by Leicester, and it's going to be a throw-in. Will there be one last chance for either side? It's going to be Leicester who drive forward towards Daka. Pickford gets the ball well. Pickford clears again. Towards Calvert-Lewin. Going to go out away. Ruined. Oh, nah, mate. I cannot be arsed with the gym, mate. Seriously. It's long. It's so long. I do want to do it, though. It does make you feel good at the end, but I just get such social anxiety in there, man. You see big men and I'm there, I'm just like... What? I'm scared. I mean, I suppose it is going to be a good result in the end. It's probably one neither team could afford to lose, and both teams really wanted to win. Maddison had a penalty save. Calvert-Lewin missed probably the miss of the season. So both teams go into the rest of their season, 4 games left, level on points. It could come down to goal difference, lads. And there's EVERTON, and that, I think, is going to be it. It's a good challenge. Feist clears away. I think this is the best result for what we'll see in the Premier League this season. Away by Pickford. Well won. Maddison. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. What a game of football we have witnessed. And it's 2-2. Neither side will be too happy with that. But anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And I will be back tomorrow for what will be an extremely fun stream between Arsenal and Chelsea. But I've been Chris Stonadge. This is the Stonadge channel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.